Snug as a bug in a rug.
I'm really glad I hit record for that. Sup, Buzznet? In reference to the podcast. Back at it again. I'm Amanda.
I'm Heather.
It's a true crime week. Or day.
Day. Not week, it's a day.
It's a day.
It's not a Monday.
Might be.
It might, well, when you hear it might be a Monday, but
We don't know.
it's not a Monday today.
No, today's a Sunday. So, we're going to learn all about swatting.
Teach me about the SWAT.
I'll teach you about SWAT. It's actually a dance. No, it's not. So, you can hear me touching my mouse. If your cold feet touch me again,
I'm sure I didn't.
I'm gonna stab your foot off. My sources, once again, as always, Wikipedia. Go donate. Also, the Philip DeFranco show on YouTube. He covers news. This is where I first heard about this story. And as soon as I heard about it, I was like, that's going to be one of my topics. And then I didn't research it for about 2 months. I also used Urban Dictionary, the Star, and...
To find out what swatting meant.
Yeah. Well, to get the
The
quote-unquote true definition. And also BBC. Shout out to them.
Go British.
So, swatting is defined by Urban Dictionary as an internet prank / crime where someone finds your address either through your IP address or because your name and location is known. Then, they call 911 anonymously and report a fake emergency. There's an example here, but rather than give that, I'm just going to tell you.
Just dive right in.
I'm going to swan dive right in.
Swan. Are you not gonna dip your toe? You're just gonna...
Nope, not going to be a little girl.
No, you little bitch. Just jump right in.
Yep. So, in the United States, swatting can be prosecuted through federal criminal statutes as conspiracy to retaliate against a witness, victim, or informant, conspiracy to commit access device fraud, and unauthorized access of a protected computer. I copy and pasted this shit, I ain't gonna lie. And an accomplice may be found guilty of conspiracy to obstruct justice. So the most... I don't want to say most famous, but I'm going to claim it as that. The most famous swatting case is from Wichita, Kansas.
I'm not gonna lie, when you said swatting, I thought it was gonna be like some like sexual assault case.
Nope. This case is the first fatal swatting case. So we have 4 people involved. There is Andrew Finch, who is the victim, Tyler Barris, I don't know, who is the swatter, Casey Viner, and Shane Gaskill. So,
He killed the gas.
honestly, when I saw that, all I could think of was Alex Gaskarth. So, Casey and Shane had a $1.50 bet. You heard me right. $1.50. That's what this is all
like
over.
6 quarters.
Yeah. 15 dimes.
150 pennies. I wasn't gonna try
30 nickels. So they were playing Call of Duty World War II. And Casey asked Tyler to swat Shane. And Shane then taunted Tyler about it and was like, oh, you won't do it. You won't do it. This is all through Twitter DMs and stuff.
Swat me?
You won't swat me. He then provided an old address to Tyler and was like, do it. You won't. Like my brother fucking always says. I can't stand when he says that. It's
Swat him.
the fuck no. So, I think I'm going to pause the recording real quick and pull up the 911 call for you.
Okay.
Because... Well, no, wait. Let me explain it first. I'm going to tell you what he says in it, and then I'm going to play it for you just so you can hear it. So, Tyler made the bogus 911 call on December 28th, 2017.
Oh, so this is, like, pretty recent.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to do recent shit, man.
Well, I kind of can't, because
it's
you don't hear, like, modern ghosts, and you're like, it's Brittany, bitch.
Could you imagine?
Like 3 a.m, just screaming it. You're like, oh my god, what is your guys' Wi-Fi? Why won't your dog come near me anymore? Oh, that's me, like, now.
My dog won't come near us, period. Okay, so anyway. He reported a made-up murder and hostage situation that brought police to Andrew Finch's door. Tyler placed the 911 call saying he had shot his father in the head and that he was holding his mother and little brother at gunpoint. When the 911 operator asked if he could put the gun down, he responded, "No. Are you guys sending someone over here? Because I'm definitely not going to put it away." The 911 operator said she'd stay on the line with him, and he asked until the police get here, and she says she'll stay on the phone as long as he needs her to. To which he says, "Yeah, I'm thinking about... Well, I already poured gasoline all over the house. I might just set it on fire." So,
like, he's literally just probably sitting in his PJs on his bed.
Yeah, basically. But let me pull this up. Okay, so we're going to listen to the 911 call that Philip DeFranco plays in his video. Again, shout out to him. Go watch him. I love him.
Exactly what happened. They were arguing and I shot him in the head and he's not breathing anymore. Okay, do you have any weapons on you? Yeah, I do. What kind of weapons do you have? A handgun. I'm just pointing the gun at them, making sure they stay in the closet. My mom and my little brother. Okay, is there any way you can put the gun up? No. Are you guys sending someone over here? Because then I'm definitely not going to put it away. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and stay on the phone with you, okay? That's fine. Until they get here, or? As long as you need me to, okay? Yeah, I'm thinking about, because I already poured gasoline all over the house. I might just set it on fire. Okay, well, we don't need to do that, okay? In a little bit, I might.
And so anticipating a hostage situation in which I believe...
Did you see, like, how dead to the world he sounds? Like
totally monotone.
Yeah. It's
and
crazy.
that was, like, fake? Like, he wasn't actually doing it?
Yeah.
No, hence swatting.
Yeah. So, he says all that. So then officers are dispatched to the house that he's claiming that he's at. And Andrew Finch comes to the door and was told to put his hands up and move slowly. A 7-year veteran of the police department say Andrew moved and supposedly reached for a gun, and so this police officer fired and killed him. Andrew died at the hospital later that night. It was later found out that Finch was unarmed, and there were 4 family members inside that were unharmed. So, 100% fake. Tyler...
So, the kid that called wasn't the one that got shot?
No. So, Tyler was the one that called. He was interviewed by Keemstar on YouTube.
Wouldn't they have traced the call to the guy's house that called?
So, he used Wi-Fi calling, I guess, and, like, changed the IP address or something. I don't know what they all said. But he also provided the address, so...
So, you're like, oh, well, we don't need to trace the call.
I don't know how that works. I'm not a 911 operator.
I bet you they do now.
Yeah. So, Tyler's, like, Twitter handle had something about swatting in it. It was, like, swatistic or something like that. I don't know what it said.
That sounds like Nazis.
Jesus. Okay, you hear it here first. Oh, like swastika? Is that what you were going with? Oh, yeah, I can see that. I was thinking it sounded like I was making a joke about somebody being autistic, which I would not.
No, just the way you said it's not like swastika.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know what it was. I don't remember what his Twitter handle was, but regardless, he was interviewed by Keemstar on YouTube, who is another news / gossip person. I don't know if gossip's really the right thing.
All news is gossip anymore.
True. I think Shane interviewed him in the Jake Paul series. I think.
Is he the guy with the big beard?
Yes, yeah. I think. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't sue us. I have no money.
It's a nice beard.
Huh?
It's a nice beard.
Yeah, I think that's him. So anyway, he was interviewed by him and then got arrested the next day.
Oh, the kid
that did the swatting. Yeah.
You're an idiot. Why would I?
Yeah. So Tyler made the fake call after being hired by Call of Duty World War II player Casey Viner.
For $1.50.
Casey and Shane Gaskell had a $1.50 bet. Shane provided an old address to Tyler where Andrew lived and taunted him about making the SWAT call. Tyler was arrested on December 29th on a warrant stemming from another fake call. He was extradited to Kansas on January 12th, 2018, where he was charged with involuntary manslaughter. On May 23rd, shout out to 3 days after my birthday, Tyler, Casey, and Shane were indicted on charges related to swatting. Tyler was charged with false information and hoaxes, cyber stalking resulting in death, making threats of death or damage to property by fire, interstate threats, conspiracy to make false reports, and wire fraud. Casey was charged with wire fraud, conspiracy to make false/hoax reports, obstruction of justice, and conspiracy to obstruct justice. Shane was charged with obstruction of justice, wire fraud, and conspiracy to obstruct justice. The obstruction of justice / conspiracy charges are because Shane DM'd Tyler after he found out that Andrew Finch had died and was like, you need to delete everything so that the police don't find out. Allegedly. Yes. Heather had
What's
her hand
the wire fraud?
I assume it has to, I think Casey paid Tyler to do this. But I don't know why there's wire fraud.
Is that what that means? Like, you, wired money to somebody?
I think so.
Like, wire internet? Like, Google!
Yeah, they got charged for having fucking wired internet.
Is that even a thing anymore?
I mean, my Blu-ray player is wired. Because it doesn't have Wi-Fi. Because I bought it off of... Wire fraud is financial fraud involving the use of telecommunications or information technology. Thanks, Google. Dictionary. That's my source for that. Okay. Why did I have Hotels.com up on my phone? That was weird. On October 26th, 46 additional charges were filed against Tyler. This included financial fraud and fake threats of bombs and shootings made to police and schools. So, he is a serial swatter, is what they call him. He made a bomb threat to the FCC when they were repealing net neutrality, when they were going to vote on that. So he called in a fake bomb threat to make sure that they couldn't vote on it and had to evacuate. That's a federal offense.
Just a smidge. That's like almost as bad as blowing up a mailbox.
Yeah. He also...
I guess it would be worse than blowing up a mailbox, but...
Yeah. He also took responsibility for, numerous school fake bomb threats.
Kids these days.
Yeah, a warrant that he was arrested about was because he called a news station and reported a fake bomb threat. So
he was friends with the kid that he sent the cops to?
No. Andrew Finch is a completely innocent bystander.
So he literally just got murdered for no reason?
Yes.
Didn't even... Oh, so he just he didn't even live in this house.
He wasn't even a gamer. He didn't play Call of Duty or anything.
So not even this is I just used to live at this house. I don't know who lives there now.
Right. That's what Shane gave him his fake address, which is somewhere he used to live.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. So, Tyler pled guilty to 51 federal charges, for which it was recommended he be sentenced to 20 years. This does not include the involuntary manslaughter charge.
How old is this kid?
He's young. I want to say he's not in his 20s.
I was like, he's still a teenager.
I think, but I could be wrong.
Talk about screwing your future up.
I wish I could type. I put Tyler Bears 8. It doesn't say on anything that I can quickly find. Sorry. His Twitter name was Swatistic. It was SWAUTISTIC.
It's like almost swastika.
Yeah. He was 25.
But still, like, that's still pretty young.
Yeah. Andrew Finch was 28. So, 28 was relatively around our age. We were 29 in 2017. In case you didn't know.
Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome. Okay, so he pled guilty to 51 charges, and it was recommended that he be sentenced to 20 years. He will also be required to formally apologize to Andrew's family, pay $10,100 in fines and restitution, and agree to 5 years of supervised release. If he doesn't write the formal apology, then the district attorney said that the sentence should be worse.
I feel like because he caused somebody to die, he should get life in prison.
Well, the Kansas trial is still pending, with the trial expected to begin next year, and that's the one with involuntary manslaughter.
Oh, so it's 20 years just with all the other incidents.
With the federal charges that he pled guilty to. So, because this is becoming, like, an actual issue, which I had no idea.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever heard about it.
Yeah. When I watched the Philip DeFranco show, which was, this episode was published November 14th. That was the first time I had ever heard of it.
So less than a month ago.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 months ago.
It's only the 9th.
I know. Thanks. Okay, I can't tell time. Sorry. But yeah, I guess this is like a normal, like not normal, but like it's something that happens.
It's a lot more common than you thought it was.
Yeah, which makes me nervous. My brother plays video games online with strangers.
For one, be like, you're an idiot. Don't, if somebody says that, I'd be like, no.
Isn't it so funny because at 17...
We were on AIM and playing with the fucking Sims.
Yeah. Well, no, okay, so my brother's going to be 21. But still, at 20, like, you used Facebook, you didn't add people you didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, this was 10 years ago.
Like, whenever Facebook was, like, first
This was before we were on Tumblr.
Yeah.
But, like...
Yeah, I gave my number to people that I didn't know. Well, a person I didn't know.
Yeah. But... we didn't play online gaming, like...
That's because that wasn't a thing.
Yeah. I mean, if my parents
The internet
knew,
wasn't strong enough to do online
True.
gaming yet.
But, like, I mean, we talked about this, how we used to go into chat rooms, and they'd be like, ASL, and
I'm
you...
like, oh, hey, yeah, this is what I am.
16 female Pennsylvania. Like, never thought of it, but... Then we got to that point in life where it was like, don't tell anybody anything about
It's like,
yourself.
I may or may not live in this state. I may or may not be female.
Yeah, I may or may not be female or male. I don't know.
You're like, I don't know. I could be an alien for all you know. I don't
So
exist on the menu.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. But, like, to think about the fact that people can get your address off an IP address. I'm only going to publish our podcast at work. Because then that goes through.
That's like one of those. Well, I think it's more of like, don't use the internet that's like unsecured.
Well, yeah, but still. I don't know. It's
Still
creepy.
not going to do it at home.
Yeah.
Just go
So.
to McDonald's, so it's not even at work.
Track me. You can triangulate my location to McDonald's. But if I do it at work, it shows up as just pit.
Oh, so you'd be like anywhere on campus.
Yeah. Don't look for me in the pit system. Fuck.
I'm relatively safe because most people probably don't even know the place that I work at.
Well, it depends on where they're from.
Well, if they're from the West Coast or anywhere that's not one of the 6 states that it's in.
Yeah. My dad was just bitching at me the other day because... The other day? It was yesterday. Because he was like, I don't know why I'm still carrying my Sheets card around. Like, I live in Florida. We don't even have Sheets. And I don't even see Sheets on the way home. I was like, false, because Heather and I...
Stopped it plenty.
Yeah. And I was like, just download Apple Wallet and put it in there. And he was like, oh, what? You can do that?
What is that?
I know. And I was like, oh, wait, actually, I don't know if Apple Wallet does that. Samsung's does. Because I have my Sheets card on my phone. Don't steal my phone. God, I'd be so fucked. Okay, so anyway, because swatting is becoming such an issue, and in response to this particular one, Representative Ron Estes, I don't know how to say his last name, Estes?
Estes.
Estes?
Like Estes Park, Colorado, where the Stanley Hotel is?
Sure. Of Kansas' 4th District introduced the Andrew T. Finch Memorial Act of 2018. And I know that it just sounded like I mumbled the word memorial.
Memorial.
Which would make events like swatting, providing false information with the intent to cause an emergency response, punishable by up to 5 years imprisonment, 20 years if there is serious injury, and life if the swatting results in death. As of now, it's been referred to the Subcommittee of Crime, Terrorism, Homeland Security, and Investigations, but has not been passed. I think it should be passed. I think...
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot if you swat somebody. I just don't
Without,
understand.
like, swatting them, like, in person, like, smacking somebody.
Yeah, but, like, don't fucking call the SWAT team to their house. Why? What is the point?
Like, that doesn't help anybody.
No. And, also, though, like, he only has to pay $10,000 in fucking restitution. I'm sure that it cost a fuck ton of money to send the SWAT team to this dude's house who had...
Not only that, but, like... Yeah, he should have to pay for the funeral of the kid, too.
Yeah, I don't disagree. He was a father of 2. Like, it's just depressing. So...
That's why you don't answer your door for anybody.
I mean, I think you have to answer the door if it's the police. Don't you? Or they're gonna fucking break down your door.
But how do you know it's the police, though?
Well, the police surrounded his house and said, come out with your hands up.
Oh. That's a little different. I didn't know if it was like I forget, it's like star something, if there's a cop following you.
Oh, star 211 or something. You can just call 911.
You're like, is there a cop following me? Because I'm not pulling over until I know.
The one time I got pulled over, he would not let me pull over until we were somewhere lit. Like, I pulled over and he flagged me to keep going. And then, like...
Well, it's just, like, honestly, if I'd ever get pulled over, I'd be like, nope, not until I'm on, like, a lit gas station parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a scary world we live in now. That's great.
Ended on a happy note.
Yeah, jeez. Well, you can email recommendations for either paranormal or true crime to either of us at...
In reference to podcast@gmail.com.
And just put, like, in the title what it is, like, paranormal or true crime. Because I'm not going to read paranormal ones.
Because she lives a sad life and she doesn't want to be terrified before she goes to bed.
Do you remember when I found BuzzFeed Unsolved and that's literally all I watched for, like, 55 days straight?
I don't remember what hotel we were in. But all I remember is we had it hooked up to the TV and we both fell asleep. And it was that episode with the girl that was German that was possessed. And, like, all I woke up at, like, 3 in the morning hearing this, like, guttural, deep, demonic voice. And I got up and I was like, nope, fuck this. Turned the TV off and went back to sleep.
And you were like, didn't that wake you up? I was like, nope.
Oh, my, talk about a freaking heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
This was... My deep dive into YouTube started when we planned our Florida trip.
Yes.
For some reason, I got hooked on Shane Dawson videos and conspiracy theory videos. And then I couldn't not send them to you. And I was like, you have to watch this one. You have to watch this one about death at Six Flags.
And then you're like, you know what? Just watch all of them.
And then I got into BuzzFeed Unsolved,
We
true
watched
crime.
that on your dad's TV.
Well, yeah, once we went down there. But the supernatural one is the one I got you hooked on. And I was like, you have to watch these. And I was probably traveling somewhere for work, and you came with me.
You go, man.
It's my bridge now. So anyway, yeah, email stuff to us. I don't like paranormal stuff. That's why I let Heather tell
But
me.
I will soak that up like a sponge.
Toby all over that like white on rice on a paper plate in a snowstorm with a glass of milk.
Yep, a little bit of salt.
Ew. On what?
Well, it was white things. Salt is white.
Do you mean it?
Well, I mean, the Himalayan pink salt's not. I guess I could have went with sugar, not salt.
Well, no, I guess you were saying white on rice. I'd rather have salt on rice
But if I had to have something in milk, it would be sugar, not salt.
Yeah, I just wouldn't drink the milk. Unless it's chocolate milk.
Which is not white.
Which is not white. Thank you for that revelation. Anyway, that's the end of our show, I guess. Before we dive off into a tangent, Ryan Reynolds is still being buried alive.
Although now he has dirt falling on him.
Yeah. He's trying to leave a message for Dan. Maybe.
But I guess you guys will have to find out next time.
Yeah, I've seen this movie, don't remember how it ends. I just remember how pissed I was.
But he's in a box.
It takes place, like, this had to be the cheapest set ever.
But it's still expensive because Ryan Reynolds is in it.
I mean, I'd pay.
Same.
Alright.